Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Black Coffee Gardener. Um, Today I'm going to take you guys around the garden and show you a lot of what's been growing on since the last time I did a video. I was already out here this morning with my net chasing after cabbage moths, but anyhow, that's just more for exercise than anything because there's absolutely nothing you could do to stop the cabbage moths. So anyhow, let me get this off of this tripod and take you guys around and show you what's going on. So for the most part, everything is looking well. We've got a few things that I'm going to address today. We finally eaten all of the lettuce, the salad mix that I had over here. This is one radish that I planted there. But if you can see, I've got some more seeds that have germinated. I put some strawberry lettuce seeds in here, so we'll have strawberry lettuce in a couple of weeks. This bib lettuce and the red lettuce is still holding on, and you know, even in the midst of us having it several nights for dinner already. The carrots are looking good. I'm still keeping them covered because as you guys know, the squirrels in my area are relentless, and last year I did not get a good amount of carrots, not in the spring, not from the spring garden or the fall garden. So I'm gonna do a little maintenance in here today, and after that I'm gonna go ahead and cover it back up. We've got the nasturtiums back there that are doing okay. I've really got to get in here and assess things a little more closely. I see a ton of weeds right there. I'm gonna take this off of here today just to get in there and do some maintenance, and I want to be able to show you guys the top soy that I have growing back there. Kale is looking really good. I've already harvested a ton off of this plant here, and then we have another curly kale inside of there. This lemon basil and lemon balm isn't looking well at all, and actually the lemon balm is. The lemon basil not so much, but that's all right. I mean, the stems have already turned brown. These are plants that I started indoors. They had to stay indoors way too long. It just seemed like it was taking forever to get warm, which that wasn't the case. The case actually was that I started them indoors way too early, so they might not make it. I'm gonna leave them here, and you know, we'll see what happens. But at any rate, I have some more lemon basil planted around. I do not have more lemon balm planted, but I probably will. This basil here is looking good. And just as I was talking about lemon balm, I do have some more planted back there. And I don't know if it's showing up on the camera well, but it looks like it's doing pretty good. And we'll be able to assess that a lot better when I take all these covers off. These San Marzano tomatoes, this plant here, looks pretty good. Lemongrass, the cucumber, patio cucumber is looking good, and I planted some lemon basil seeds in there. Watermelon, not so much. And I did put another seed in here, but it doesn't look like it germinated at all. This whole entire stem here died off, and then it started growing a new leaf. And this is the one that I started inside just to see if it would germinate, because like I said, it was some seeds that I started last year, and I wasn't sure if it would germinate, but it did. At any rate, that stayed inside way too long as well. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it. So that's one of those things that we're just going to leave it there and see what happens. This borage here, my first time growing it, doing very well, but clearly it needs to be staked up. So that's something that I'm going to do today. I'm going to stake that up. And I'm also going to get this red lettuce out of here. This red lettuce is in this container with the borage. I'm gonna take this out of here, put it in something smaller, and just let the borage have its way. Which tomato plant is this? That one is the Brad's Atomic Grape. So that means this one is the Mexican midget. That's what that is, the Mexican midget. Now this lobelia, oh goodness, I had it directly in the sun. This thing needs part shade, so as you can see, I cooked it. So didn't mean to do that. So I've got it in the shade, and we're going to just allow that the time that it needs to recover. Dinosaur kale and rosemary over here in this grow bag. Looking good. Brussels sprouts are flowering. Got some shishito peppers. All the pepper row is what I call it. And everyone looks good. Got some tot soy over here that wants to get out. So I'm gonna move that cover. I might even just go ahead and take that off of there today. All these covers that I use, you know, for those that are watching my videos for the first time, squirrels are vicious. You know, I live in the city. They just come through and dig everything up. And so when I've got young seedlings, like, let me get over here so I can show you this. When I'm starting anything from seed, I like to make sure I keep them covered until they're nice and strong. Now I can take this off of here. But yes, those are some bush beans that I started from seed. It's looking very well. But this is still a young plant, so I will keep this cover on it until I'm sure that the roots are nice and strong, and so forth and so on. I did put beans in here, but I'm going to put transplants in here today because I realized that I topped those beans off with some soil that I had that had wood chips in it, and yeah, it's not the best of ideas because it's just way too heavy. And at the time, I wasn't thinking about it. And so I do believe that's why these have not germinated, because I planted them at the same time that I did that one. But I really think it's what I topped them off with was just way too heavy. And yes, so that's the issue with that. More lemongrass over here. We got a red pepper plant here, and this is a sunflower. Got a sunflower there. Some flowers, some cosmos, some mint growing up the fire escape. And that's all for the look around. Oh, I didn't show you guys the spicy orange thyme. It flowers and it will continue to do so. This stuff smells and tastes so good. So freaking good. But anywho, yes, I've got to do some tomato maintenance. We've got to start staking these up. But anyhow, yes, so I just wanted to do a quick once over before I actually got started. And so there you have it. Now that I've gotten that cover off there, I couldn't tell the extent of the damage to my tot soy. But look, slugs. See all the holes from slugs. But like I said, I've got a trick for those guys. Just picking some of the weeds out of here. This is that lemon balm, which wasn't doing so well, but look here, it's throwing off more shoots that are doing well, so we're good there. We've got some radishes in here that I need to get out. And look at this mushroom. I need to get that out of there as well. I I watered, uh, gave everybody a good watering because it was 90 degrees and then we had a thunderstorm. So everybody's overwatered. So the tatsui, let me try to get out of the sun. The tatsui on this side definitely looks much better than the one on the other side. Over there that was taken over by slugs. All right, so the things that I harvested, one piece of red lettuce and a few pieces of the bib lettuce and some of the starshums just to add another element of pepperiness to the salad. I'm gonna get this stuff washed up and I'm gonna make a nice salad for lunch. So plans have changed and I decided that I wanted to have the salad for dinner and that I would get back outside and finish everything that I wanted to do. And here I'm just filling up another grow bag with some soil. And this is a combination of some potting soil and my homemade or backyard made compost and just a little bit of sand. And I'm going to plant the rest of the bush beans that I have. I'm going to plant the rest of those in this grow bag. is now dinner time. I grabbed some of this rosemary and some oregano that I have up here. Grabbed a few pieces of that and a piece of dill. And I've seasoned some potatoes with a parsley and herb mix. Actually, it's some dried herbs that I had from the garden from last year. It's some parsley and some dried rosemary, salt, pepper, a little bit of Uncle Nitty's. And I'm getting ready to wrap this up and put this on the grill. Looking around the garden, I gotta say today was a great day. So got all the beans planted, got some weeds out. We were able to take off that big green cover and the long row cover and just leave some of the smaller ones out. I'm feeling very productive. Completely forgot. We're gonna grill that bad boy up and we're gonna eat it with the potatoes and the salad from earlier. All right, babe cut up some tomatoes and cucumbers that we had in the fridge and made a salad out of the lettuce and things that I harvested earlier. Those are roasted potatoes that we just did and a piece of
Thank you so much for watching. I'm about to eat.
Just grilled.